transformers, electric fence post for extra support, Spiderbeam 10 meters, coax, and the antenna. This actually is quite good antenna, although I bought it on AliExpress. It's EFHW. I had great results with it and I really love it, so I recommend it. It's quite good. First we have to measure the distance from the house with the length of the wire for the antenna, and that will be the finding out the center position of the wire, so that we have a location for the mast that will be a center point of the antenna, and from there we'll string it left and right to create an inverted V and fed halfway antenna. I used the electric drill to mount one of the eyelets for the electric fence. Tied up rope which is holding the antenna transformer, and we're gonna tension it and find out where's the middle of the antenna wire, and that's the place where we're gonna put the mast to erect it. So the Spiderbeam is 10 meters high and it goes around this position, a little bit closer to that side because it's gonna be erected and the slope is going to be shorter because of the Pythagoras contributions to the geometry. So let's start. First we're gonna put the Spiderbeam in the vertical position, secure the lower two segments with these clamps so they don't collapse when we tension it with guy ropes, and then it's going up. We're gonna guide the Spiderbeam with these ropes here. So first we have to spread them out, put the anchor bolts into the ground, and then position the Spiderbeam, lift it up. We are halfway there. Now we are preparing the mast. We're going to extend only two sections and prepare it for erection. I have to find a way to tie this to the beam because I'm going to lose it anytime now. What you want to do is, when you have this segment extruding from the bottom one, you're going to put the clamp just here, and this will prevent the segments which are tensioned by the guy ropes to slide in. The top sections are only tensioned by the antenna, and these ones are pretty loaded. So screwdriver, don't use the power tools because you might quite quickly damage the Spiderbeam, and be gentle but firm. As long as you feel that it is not sliding, you're good. As you can see, it's not moving anywhere. Another half turn and that's it. So this is tight. And then we go to the second segment. Now we have to prepare the slide, the guy rope mount that goes on top of this. First we tension just the two ropes and then the third one. Make sure it's vertical, looking from different angles. Otherwise your mast will lean to one or other side and that will make it prone to collapsing. And it's time to thread the antenna wire through the top section. I made these electric tape markings on the wire, 5 meters from each end and one marking in the middle of the wire. That helps me to decide where is the middle of the wire for the inverted V setup, or if I want to put inverted L setup, I also have two combinations and thread from the upper side or from the lower side. At the end of the antenna I made a connector for a coil for extra 80 meter band. That's optional. There will be a video about making that coil soon, and I found the smallest version that I could find just by experimenting on the website for calculating the coils. Checks for stability. We are finally up. You can see that antenna is bent, sorry, the mast is bent. So we're gonna extend a little bit of rope on the feed end. Here's the small coil for adding to the 20 meters wire, which is halfway for a 40 meter band. adding this coil with the length of, I think it's about 1.5 meters. Never measured it actually. Let's see, so this maybe 2 meters, and you get 80-meter band on top of the 40-meter halfway. Ta-da! And it's easy, light and portable, so pretty much anybody can do it. There's gonna be a video how to make this in the near future. So it's set up now, and let me show you from the end of the antenna to the beginning how it goes. So this is the tensioning rope tied up to a ordinary iron spike, going to the another higher pole from an electric fence, squeezed into the earth. Then the rope goes all the way to the end of the antenna, which is just here. Then we have 80-meter coil that goes all the way up at the end of the antenna wire to the pole, and then the pole is guided to the ordinary iron spikes tensioned by rope on 3 positions, quite wide. As you can see, it's quite tensioned. These are important. These ones, they're important to squeeze them so that the pressure from this plate, the plate is putting the pressure, so if you don't secure the lower segments, they're gonna squeeze down and slide, collapsing your mast. So 3 positions, quite wide, and a German Shepherd watching the progress. And from there the wire goes to the position here. So the transformer is here, and the coax cable ready to go inside where the station will be positioned, the rig. Notice that the chokes are all the way to the transmitter position, because on the end feds, coax is a counterpoise. And for today that's it. Next time we'll be watching the installation and connecting the rig to the antenna. Bye bye.